There is difference between a leader and a looters. Nigeria have looters. Burkina Faso have a leader. I will leave you to hear what the president of Burkina Faso said. Yes, he may mention on certain things that make me say this is leader. Here in Nigeria, anybody can come into our country. Our borders are not safe.
It was a decision grounded in the information we gathered and the stability we intend to maintain within the Sahel Alliance. We showed that we will respond firmly when our sovereignty is breached, yet we will also choose diplomacy when the truth clears the fog. But let me be clear to every neighbor and every power watching. Burkina Faso will question anything that threatens our security. We will challenge anyone who tests our borders, and we will respond with unity, discipline, and conviction. Because this incident was only the beginning of a larger game unfolding around us, and I intend to expose that game piece by piece. When the plane touched down without clearance, it was not the aircraft that concerned me most. It was the silence that followed. In West Africa, silence is rarely accidental. It usually signals hesitation, confusion, or an attempt to hide intent. For several hours, neither Abuja nor ECOWAS provided a clear explanation for the presence of their troops on Burkinabe soil. That silence told me something was unfolding behind closed doors, and it was my responsibility to understand what. Inside our command center, every detail was placed under scrutiny. The flight's path did not match the official story. The communication logs showed irregular pauses. Even the state of the aircraft raised questions about whether the malfunction was genuine or used as a cover. I told my generals that Burkina Faso would not accept narratives that do not align with the facts. We have survived too much deception to return to blind trust. During the questioning of the 11 troops, my priority was not to humiliate them nor to create conflict with Nigeria. It was to establish clarity in a region where misinformation is often deployed as a weapon. The soldiers appeared disciplined, but unsure of how much they were permitted to reveal. That alone signaled that the mission carried layers beyond what was shared publicly. I will not disclose every detail of what was learned, not because I fear consequences, but because national security demands discretion. Yet I can say this: there were elements that did not align with a simple emergency landing, and that knowledge shaped how we responded. Our decision to release the troops came after three strategic considerations. First, escalating the situation would have opened the door for ECOWAS actors who are waiting for any excuse to paint Burkina Faso as unstable. Second, the Sahel Alliance values predictable cooperation within the region, even when tension arises. Third, we had already achieved what mattered most. We asserted our sovereignty and made it clear that no military force enters our territory without explanation. I chose to release the soldiers because Burkina Faso had already won the most important battle. We demonstrated discipline, intelligence,